is Super Mario Odyssey in a nutshell. So the game starts off with Mario and Bowser fighting each other to the death. Like, wow, that was quick. That's usually something you expect in a final battle, but yeah, the game literally's only just started and it's already a final fight. And in case you haven't noticed, Bowser is in a outfit, in like a white tuxedo. Who on earth made it? And why is he wearing it? But anyway, Bowser then throws his hat at Mario, but it just barely misses him, and as a result clips off his hat. And as a result, the hat boomerangs back and it hits Mario so hard that he flies off of the airship and lands into nowhere. Like, for starters, why was that hat even boomeranging back? It's not a boomerang. And even so, like, wow, Mario, that was just a hat. How strongly did Bowser throw that hat to make him fly all the way off the airship? That was just a hat, Mario! What? It turns out the reason why Bowser was wearing that ridiculous outfit is because he was actually getting married to Peach. Right. The next time we see Mario, he's dead. Like, literally dead. That's it. The end. That should be the end of Mario. He actually died. And this mysterious person is, well, mysterious being really, it's not really a person. He's trying to wake up Mario, but then Mario all of a sudden just jumps, and then that mysterious being just flies away. I mean, to be fair, yeah, that would probably be my reaction if I find someone dead on the floor and all of a sudden he just jumps up. It turns out the mysterious being has a name, and his name is called Cappy. Cappy. His name is Cappy. He's named after a hat. I know he kind of looks like a hat, but still, that's like a person being called human. But anyway, it turns out that Bowser not only stole Peach from Mario for the 8 millionth time, but he also stole Cappy's sister to be worn as a tiara for Peach. And so then they decide to team up. Now, because Mario's hat got destroyed in Bowser's airship, Cappy, he very kindly provided a hat for Mario. And Mario, you know, he could have said thank you, or oh, that's really nice of you, Cappy, or you didn't have to do that, I'm so grateful you gave me a hat. But what did Mario do? Complain that it's not his style. I mean, Mario, it's kind of rude. I mean, Cappy very kindly, he did not have to do this, very kindly offered you a hat. It was very nice of Cappy for him to do that. He did not have to do that. And you didn't even say thank you, Mario. You just like, I don't really like this. Like, come on, Mario, where's the gratitude? But anyway, Cappy, instead of being offended, which he has every right to be, he then just says, oh, okay, not your style, well, let me change. And then he changes to look just like the actual Mario hat. And so Mario then thanks Cappy by just chucking it. Wow, Mario. So not only did he downright complain to Cappy about his hat not being your style, so you pretty much insulted the way Cappy looks, Cappy then very kindly shape-shifted to look like your hat, and what did you do? You just chucked it! Are you sure Mario's meant to be the hero of this? So props up to you, Cappy, for putting up with that rubbish, because you really did not deserve that. So the reason why Cappy's really useful in this game is that if Mario throws his hat at an enemy, he captures it and then pretty much becomes that enemy. But soon after, Mario and Cappy then meet the Broodals, which are 4 bunnies, or at least they probably are meant to be bunnies, that act as Bowser's wedding planners. And for some reason they're super angry with Mario and Cappy, even though they don't really have a need to be, because Bowser just hired them to plan the wedding. All of a sudden the Broodals are bad guys just because why not? And then one of the Broodals then jumps off the airship, and then suddenly 2 hats just appear off the top of his head. Like, where do those hats even come from? They just appeared under thin air. I mean, look at him! He's just duplicating hats out of nowhere! Where did he even come from? What's with this game and hats? This game loves hats! And also, can we notice how one of the Broodals just looks like Goofy from Mickey Mouse? I'm not really quite sure whether that was a coincidence or not, but he just looks like Goofy. After Mario and Cappy defeat the Broodal, they then capture a power line and fly over to the Cascade Kingdom. Then soon afterwards, we meet Madame Brood, that acts as the mother of the Broodals. And she likes to carry her pet chain chomp, which she calls Chain Chompykins. That's like if you had a pet dog and you called it Doggy. After we collected enough power moons, we then get access to the Odyssey, which sort of acts as the hub world, and it also acts as a ship that you use to fly to different kingdoms. So the next kingdom after the Cascade Kingdom is the Sand Kingdom. And the Sand Kingdom is pretty cold, even though it's meant to be a desert. So we need to sort that issue out, don't we? But it turns out the reason why it's so cold is because the boss in the Sand Kingdom kind of likes the cold. But anyway, he's super angry because he woke up and his ring was gone. And he took his anger out of Mario. Like, he just assumed that Mario took his ring, even though it wasn't, it was actually Bowser. He took the ring for the wedding for Peach, but Knuckle Attack, which is the name of the boss, just assumed it was Mario and just started attacking him. Like, can we just talk it out or something? I promise you, Mario did not steal your ring. Just, you know, sit down, have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, we can just talk about it over some roast dinner, you know, sit down, just have a chat about it and say, look, I didn't steal your ring. I promise you, I did not steal your ring. But let's think about who might have stolen your ring. Bowser. Therefore, let's team up, right? Me and you, Knuckle Attack, let's team up, and then we can defeat Bowser together. But no, Knuckle Attack just attacks Mario just because he thinks he stole his ring. Kind of uncalled for, Knuckle Attack, not gonna lie. And so it turns out that in every kingdom, Bowser wants something from each kingdom. So we already explained in the Sand Kingdom, he wants the ring for the wedding. Then afterwards we go to the Lake Kingdom where he wants the Lock Lady dress to dress up Princess Peach for the wedding. Then after that is the Wooded Kingdom where he wants the flowers for the wedding ceremony. Then he goes to the Metro Kingdom where he wants to post all of the advertisements to get as many people as possible. Then he goes to the Snow Kingdom where he wants the frosted cake for all the people to eat. Then he goes to the Luncheon Kingdom to get the stupendous stew for the dinner for the wedding. So in a way, Bowser is kind of like a dream husband for Peach. You know, he's getting all of the nicest food, the best dresses, the nice facilities, as many people as possible. It's actually pretty good planning, the more you think about it. Like, Bowser's really good at organising. I mean, it's a shame that he stole all of that stuff and he's, you know, quite an evil character. But if you just look past all that, Bowser's actually a pretty decent guy. So, props up to you, Bowser, I'm impressed. When Mario and Cappy eventually reach the Metro Kingdom into a city called New Donk City, they find out that Pauline, yes, Pauline, you know, the damsel in distress in the Donkey Kong game, you know, the game that came out in the 80s, is actually the mayor. I mean, nice reference from Nintendo, but if you think about it from a Mario Universe point of view, how on earth did Pauline go from nearly being captured by an ape called Donkey Kong to then becoming a mayor of a city that's themed around the ape that captured her? And also, it's been so long since Mario and Pauline met each other. And you know, when you meet someone for the first time in a very long time, you're sort of like, oh, hello, how are you? It's been such a while. Let's catch up about what's been going on in our lives since the last time we met. But no, I don't really think they care about each other anymore. They don't really seem even remotely excited to see each other again. They're just sort of like, oh, Mario, can you sort this issue out, please? Thanks. When Pauline is going to host a festival for everybody, he then asks Mario, who literally just arrived, that literally took down a centipede that was literally draining the city out, and instead of saying thank you for pretty much saving the whole city, Pauline was like, yeah, Mario, I've got some more work for you. Can you go and sort out the power lines, please, so we can actually host this festival? Come on, Pauline, Mario's not your slave. I mean, you're not even paying Mario to do this. Soon afterwards, Bowser then unleashes his most deadliest weapon, which is a dragon. A literal dragon. Wow, Bowser! Fair enough. Where did that dragon even come from? Where did you even get it from? I should be rooting against Bowser in this game, but everything Bowser does, it just amazes me. Like, fair enough, Bowser. I almost don't want to defeat you. who are actually pretty awesome in this game. And then when we reach Bowser's Kingdom for the final showdown, Bowser's actually like, nah, forget this, I'm gonna marry Peach on the moon. Marrying Peach on the moon. Bowser will be the first person in the history of ever, not just the Mario universe, but in the real world as well, to actually marry someone on the moon. The literal moon. Bowser, you are not playing games. Like, this is serious stuff. I actually don't want to defeat you. I don't want to defeat you, Bowser. You're actually awesome in this game. You are actually insane. You're marrying Peach on the moon. Name me another thing that's more epic than that. So after we defeat the robot Broodal, we then go to the moon. And then Cappy puts on a nice outfit for Mario. And this time, Mario's actually thankful for it this time. You're going to the moon, right? And Mario's a human, so wouldn't it be a bit more appropriate if Cappy dresses him in an astronaut suit? I mean, it is a really nice outfit, don't get me wrong, but you can't breathe in space without a spacesuit and helmet. So, in a way, Cappy's kind of killing Mario, which is really dark if you think about it, actually. But then we eventually get to the moon and to the wedding hall, and everybody's there. And they don't need spacesuits or helmets either. So what's going on? Is there a breathable atmosphere in the moon or something? And then afterwards, Peach then sees Mario. And instead of, rushing to Mario and saying, yes, you escaped, no, she just stands there. Peach, you're not going to run towards Mario or something, he just stands there. And then Bowser captures Peach again. I mean, it was kind of easy, you just stood there, you didn't do any work, you didn't try to resist Bowser or anything. You just stood there. But afterwards, Mario then has to defeat Bowser. Then when he does, he then needs to capture Bowser and then escape using Bowser's body, which is an epic part of the game. At the end, Mario, Bowser, Cappy and Tiara all land on the moon. Cappy and Tiara are really happy because they are reunited together as brother and sister, but then this is the moment. Mario is actually going to propose to Peach. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. What, it's been like 32 years since Mario and Peach first met? And finally, they're going to propose. Which is a good idea, Mario. Propose to Peach before Bowser does. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't do that earlier. But then Bowser intercepts and tries to get Peach to marry him instead. And it becomes an epic battle between Mario and Bowser. Who gets to marry Peach? And what does Peach do? She chooses no one. And then walks off and flat out abandons Mario and Bowser and leaves them to die on the moon. Peach, we spent a whole adventure, collected goodness knows how many power moons, defeated all sorts of evil enemies that would have killed us just like that, right? And then we even had to battle an entire dragon, 4 bunnies, and then the mother of the enemies. We then had to waste our time saving a city for a mayor that couldn't even care less about us, and then attended this festival because she forced us to attend to it. And then we went all the way to the moon, spent goodness knows how long it took, how many efforts, how many days, how many nights, how much energy it took to save you from Bowser and to prevent you from a forced marriage with Bowser. And you don't even say thank you! You just leave us to go die on the moon! What is with this game and nobody being grateful? This game is so annoying, no one is thankful for anything! It's been 32 years! Mario's had to put up with the same rubbish over and over and over again! Bowser kidnaps Peach, Mario saves her from Bowser, risking his life every single time! You know how hard that is, Peach! It's not just an easy thing that you do! It's really hard! It takes a lot of bravery, a lot of dedication, a lot of courage, a lot of energy! And you don't even say thank you! You're leaving to go die on the moon! I can't even say anything anymore. I am just that upset. I feel betrayed. I feel upset. I'm disgusted at Peach's rotten attitude. Like, how dare she do that? Who does she think she is? How dare she? So that's the game. It's pretty much Mario goes ahead, collects Power Moons, and it's filled with a bunch of ungrateful people. And also I've learned that Bowser is actually a pretty awesome guy. Like he generally is. Like, the way he organised that wedding was top notch. And the fact that he put it on the moon, that's just the icing on the cake. I'm so impressed, Bowser. So, Mario, even though at the start you were a little bit annoying, you know, rejecting Cappy like that, but, you know, overall, I do appreciate the work you do. And Bowser, you were actually an awesome wedding planner. I actually didn't want to defeat you in this game. You're actually pretty good. Pauline, learn some manners. And Peach, I don't want to have anything to do with you ever again. That's Super Mario Odyssey in a nutshell. Seriously, Peach, how dare she do such a thing?